a lot to talk about, including new online exclusive products. I'm going to show you some samples today and also create a card for you. If you've been around me long enough, you know that Christmas is my jam. I love Christmas projects. I do the 12 projects of Christmas starting in October, but I also do Christmas in July, and I do a lot of it. So you'll see Christmas all throughout the month of July, not just Christmas, but a lot of Christmas. And it will be fun. It'll be fun to share some Christmas projects in the middle of the year so that you can start prepping and planning for your own Christmas projects. So I'm going to flip the camera. I'm going to first do my project and then share some other samples with you with the new online exclusives. And then we also need to talk about next week's What's Up Stampers Plus, because I will be here for an hour with you next week. All right, so ready? I'm going to flip the camera. Thanks for putting up with me. It's just been a busy time, and I know I'm always busy, but I feel like it was a little over the top extra these last couple months. And so we're playing catch up and we're doing okay, but life is throwing me curveballs left and right. It's great to see you. I've missed it too, Lisa. It's so good to be here live today. It is something I do miss when I'm not able to be live. Saturday, although it is the holiday weekend, I will be here live with you. Not here, actually, on location, I call it. We'll be camping, and it is our yearly camping, like quote, air quotes, camping trip to our friend's house, to their yard, and it's great. So we're talking about new online exclusive products today. And the reason I decided to use Jolly Holly is because I have a buy and try class coming up using these products, and it is a hybrid embossing folder. And when you have a hybrid, that means you can cut and emboss all at the same time. So you put this die into place if you wish to use it like this, and then you run it through. And this one in particular is a little bit different. You can see how the cutting stops in certain places here. That means it doesn't cut these holly leaves out completely, but it cuts them as slits. So what you'll notice is a little bit different look than we're used to with a hybrid embossing folder. And I think it's genius. I think Stampin' Up! Hit it out of the park with this one. And so I will be doing a buy and try class at the very end of July. And that will be, well, registration was supposed to end yesterday. And I decided, I didn't know if everybody knew what the product was. I haven't done a very good job of marketing these days. And so I thought I want to give everybody a chance to see what this is and then make their decision based on that. So if you take this class with me, you will receive all of this product. So you'll receive the hybrid embossing folder with the dies and the stamp set. You'll receive that. Okay, let's say you already have it. Then there's a spot in the registration where you can put different product up to this amount and order it through me to get the class. Okay, so there are different ways to do it. If you have questions about that, make them quick, because I've left the registration open for today, because tomorrow I will need to place the order for everybody who has registered for this class. What is the advantage of registering for the class when it's here live on Facebook? Well, the advantage is going to be that you will get all of the supplies cut and ready to go for you so that you can create with me. And also, starting this month, you will receive a PDF with measurements and photos of each project as well. And that is if you are taking advantage of the option to buy and try the class. Again, let me know if you have any questions. I will post the link to the class here in the comments so that you can check it out. So for now, we are going to simplify what we're doing. We're not going to use the hybrid embossing folder or anything. We'll wait until the class on July 29th to do that. But we are going to create a card using the stamp set and the dies. So I've got the stamp that says Joy, and I'm going to stamp that in real red. And just a tip here, when you're using red or Blackberry Bliss or other colors with a strong pigment, it is a great idea to have your cleaning pad handy. And yes, this is clean, don't worry. It just is stained. Because if you can wash it right away, it will help with the staining on your stamp. So stamp it, wash it off right away. I have a pink tint to mine still, but I feel like it does a little bit better job if you can wash it off right away. All right, let me bring in then the dies that coordinate the Jolly Holly hybrid embossing folder dies. So the hybrid embossing folder comes with the folder and the dies together. I am going to snag my Joy from here and show you that the Joy die actually does cut out the word joy. So you can stamp it and then cut it out so that you get that. You know what I love about this Joy? I love that the dot on the J is attached. So you don't have to go searching for that dot. It's just going to be right there. All right. So that is the Joy. Then I'm going to grab, there are 3 images here in the stamp set that have dies that coordinate. And the holly leaves are here. This flower made out of these leaves right here. It's probably a poinsettia. You know, that's probably the idea they have there. And then the bells. So each of these has a die that coordinates. Oh, and then I actually missed this one in the corner. This has a die that coordinates too. Huh. I totally missed that when I was first looking at my, it seemed to blend in with this die right here. So, and I love the words here for, it is the little things. You mean with the dot on the J, Joan? Yeah, that was, the little things sometimes turn out to be the big things, don't they? All right, so then I'm going to stamp and somewhere here I have my black ink pad. I'm going to stamp my holly leaves, and I need 3 of them, but I've done some I've done them in advance. So, so you can cut those out with the die, and then I've got 3 of them that I did here, and I'm going to finish coloring. And I want to talk about Stampin' Blends just really quickly. Stampin' Blends, as you know, come in packs of 2, a light and a dark, right? So a lot of times, most of the time when I color, I take out the dark, do my highlighting, and then come back in with the light and fill that in. Okay, let me talk about that for a minute. I feel like I was talking really loud before, and I'm sorry about that. I get really excited and then I start talking loudly. My husband always shushes me. So then I go in with the light, and often I use the brush tip to fill in a little bit more quickly because I'm not very patient. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not very patient. But what you may not have realized, and I actually didn't do a very good job here on this one, is that when you go over your image again, this is still the light. I'm using the bullet tip this time. It actually darkens the lighter color. So to me, you actually get 4 or more colors in a set. I've also noticed, let me bring in a scrap here, that when you, this is the light, right? Yep. When you use the brush tip, it might be a little different than the bullet tip. Sometimes the bullet tip looks a little lighter or darker than the brush tip. just some weird things I've noticed as I've created. So here I've got the 3 holly leaves. You're like, wait, what about the berries? I'm not going to worry about the berries, and I'll show you why in just a minute. So we're going to do a fun fold card here. This fun fold uses a half a sheet of Real Red. And if you see here, they're cut at 5.5, like a half a sheet is. And then I've cut different widths to go on my card. So you'll see this come together in just with half a sheet of Real Red. And a lot of times when you're doing a fun fold, it takes more cardstock. Not in this case. In this case, it's just a half a sheet. Excuse me. I've scored this at 3 inches. So I'm going to put adhesive on the other one. And I'm going to adhere that down here with the fold over to the left-hand edge. So it's got a little arm on it. You've seen cards like this before, I'm sure. And then we're going to add our DSP. Now, let's talk about the DSP. We've got a few Christmas ones available right now in the online store. We didn't see any new ones come with the new online exclusives. So you have to look at what was there already. Take a Bow is one of the sets of DSPs that is still available. It's on sale for $10 when it used to be $12.50. So it's on sale for a deal right now, and you get these designs. I think it's 4 different designs, front and back. But we're going to add this one to our card base. And then we're also going to add a piece of basic white that is, Joan, I love it too. I'm sad it's on the last chance list. This is I think it's 2.5 by 4.5, maybe. But that's going to go here. This is where you can do your writing. And actually, I would probably, may the spirit of the season bring you hope, happiness, and love. I think that would look really nice there. I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm looking at the time. And I know you would love to just stay all day. I cannot. So I just want to make sure my timing is good. Then I've got a 3-inch piece here of the Real Red. And now I'm going to adhere the arm to that piece. So I'm going to put some adhesive, trying to be careful not to go too far because it's going to hang off into here and I don't want the adhesive there. So I'm just going to add the arm now over the top, burnish it really well. The heat of the burnish makes that adhesive go a little bit tighter to the page. And then there is your little arm. So I love that it's a unique fold because fun folds are my jam, but it's not really using a ton of paper like I said before. Okay, then we're going to add another piece of the DSP. This time we're going to use the other side so that they offset each other a little bit. So I've got the Real Red on the Real Red. I'm going to add that like so. If you wanted to, you could add another piece of a DSP here on this side. I'm choosing not to for this one. Then we're going to add a piece of Garden Green. And this, I love that these dies, this hybrid embossing folder comes with some label dies. And they nest together, so you can use them separately if you wish. But I'm going to pop this up, and I'm just casing the area for dimensionals before I grab a new pack because I know how this goes. I grab dimensionals, add it to my pile, and then I clean my desk and find like 20 sheets of dimensionals. I hate that. Okay, we'll add the garden green, and I'm going to go just a little below the arm. Okay, so it's going to go right like this. And now we're going to take the joy and we're going to stick that joy right down on the paper. Oh, goodness. All right, while I'm chatting here, if you are watching before July 6th, and if we're having trouble here with the glue, we're going to have to shift the plan. Tomorrow, which is July 3rd through July 6th, I have a special grab bag sale. I'm excited about that because I like to get rid of some. I'm having a lot of glue trouble, my friends. There. Now behave, not so much. So when you order $50 or more from me tomorrow through the 6th, Sunday, if you live in the U.S., you will receive a $50 products totaling of $50 in retired items. And every grab bag has a stamp set, paper, and embellishments. So you can look forward to taking advantage of that in the next couple of days. If you happen to be in one of my clubs, it counts. So if you're in a club in July, you can order anytime in July. And so you can start ordering now. But wait till tomorrow so you can get your grab bag. Okay. So you'll notice that I added my joy here, and then I'm adding my holly leaves. And again, not worrying about coloring the berries at this point. And I'm actually going to layer a couple of them, and you'll notice I'm also curling the edges. What is a stamp club, you ask? Well, I have good news. I'm going to start a virtual stamp club in September. So you're going to hear all about it in the next couple of months. And you can join. What I love about a virtual is that you can join from anywhere. And you'll, like I said, you'll hear the details very soon. But I'm excited. I did it for a while, and then we paused, and now we're going to start back up again. And the good news is that anybody can join because we don't have to worry about any host rewards or benefits. So I can have as many or as few people as are interested. And it's going to be fun. And you know what else? You can pick and choose your months. So if a particular month is going to be busy for you, perhaps you will want to take that one off of club. So stay tuned. Fun stuff. All right, so here we've got these are cherry cobbler and pearl something or others. But what I discovered is that the cherry cobbler isn't too cherry cobbler to use with this DSP, and the trio together is so easy to plop in where the berries were, so we didn't have to worry about coloring those berries, and we have some more dimension to the card. And these were released last July, and they are still available for purchase, not on the last chance list. So, oh, Tina, me too. Me too. Okay, so what do you think? It's our card. I love it. And I'll add a little something on the inside as well. And it will be posted as a blog post, so you'll get all of the information about sizes and whatever else. Just because we only have a few minutes left, I'm going to show you a few cards that I've received in a swap. Oh goodness, I've made a mess. Okay. So one of the items here, or one of the cards here, features the stamp set with the wiener dog. That is so incredible. I love it. And they use some of the new DSP, which comes in this pack. I don't know if I have this one open. Yes, I do. They used this DSP right here to stamp the sweater and then cut that out and added it to the wiener dog. Oh my gosh. So amazing. Okay, then we've got the beautiful, charming florals. Is that what it's called? But the stamps, the DSP, look at the dies. Oh my gosh. So beautiful. And I have a couple of those. Oop, and I forgot to tell you. Oh, this one didn't have a name on it. This one is Karen Titus. And here's another one. This one is Laura Bartow. And, ooh, this one is so pretty. This is maybe my favorite piece of the DSP. I love the blues. I just do. And the cloud cover is just perfect. And that is Karen Braxton. We also have a really pretty stamp set in the new online exclusives that are like table decor. And I love the wood slice here at the bottom. It's so trendy right now. And I love that that is in a stamp. And again, here's that DSP I brought out a little bit ago. So I did want to show you a few samples, but I also wanted to remind you one more time that the product I used today is still available for July's buy and try class. So if you're interested in this product, you sign up for the buy and try class and receive this product with it, plus the supplies to make the cards that we're going to make at class on July 29th. Okay, I think that covers everything. I'm going to flip the camera back and remind you one more time that I have a special going on tomorrow through Sunday where we are going to have grab bags available for anyone that orders in my online store $50 or more. And if you're one of the first 5 starting tomorrow, then you will receive a special current item in with your bag. So lots of fun. Check that out. Let me know if you have any questions. Just go to my online store at amyrich.stampinup.net and you can order and enjoy, and then the grab bag will just show up at your door. So thanks for joining me this afternoon. Make sure you are here for next week's What's Up Stampers Plus, featuring the Painterly pairs. I have 3 amazing cards to share with you. I'm already ready, which is so weird. Like, who am I? And what have I done with me? I don't know. But I'm so excited about the Painterly pairs class next week. So come and join me 1 hour with me here during What's Up Stampers time at 1 p.m. Central. Okay, see you Saturday on location. Bye, everybody.